As your kids head back to school, how'd you like to help them become happy, healthy, and conscious in body, mind, and spirit? A new series of children's books may be just the thing to do that.
And here to tell us about the ABCs of everything is author Theresa McKeown. First, Theresa, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about your books. Tell us why these are different than your normal children's books.
Well, I think they're different for a number of reasons. One is I'm doing this whole thing with my sisters, so it's a complete family endeavor. We've all come together and decided it was time to get some really positive messaging out into the world. So the idea is we want to create happy, healthy, conscious children in body, mind, and spirit. So the first book is Body, and that's how to eat your ABCs, and it's all about healthy foods. Every letter of the alphabet is a fruit or a vegetable. The second book is the ABCs of Being Me, which is all about character development.
Okay.
So that's really letting this book is different because it's a collaboration between me and the reader. So I wrote the poems that are in it, because everything I write is in rhyme, and then the children put their own art into it.
That's wonderful.
So at the end of the book, we are both co-authors.
All right.
And I've seen wonderful.
That's great.
Like,
I bet.
kids love that.
Well, in this day and age of technology, everyone's on their computers, everyone's like learning via computer. You advocate the literacy, the reading part of learning. Talk about that.
I think that reading aloud is great. Number one, it helps with vocabulary, it helps with attention span in school, so when kids are in the classroom, they can more easily listen and pay attention and focus. But it's also such a wonderful experience for the parent or the caregiver or whomever, or the sibling, for them to sit together with a book and actually touch each other and look in each other's eyes, and it's a totally different experience. I am not saying that there's anything wrong with technology. It does have its place, but there is a lot of research about the developing brain and how too much technology overstimulates.
It's so new too. We've seen the video of a toddler touching a magazine, trying to swipe the screen,
or open
understanding that they're actual pages, and you wonder what that kind of does moving forward. What's your background, and how did you get into writing children's books?
Well, my background is actually in television. I did 25,
welcome back.
30. Yeah, thank you. It's actually fun to be on this side of the camera for once, and it's way less stressful, by the way. But I'm sort of trying to continue a legacy that my father began literally 50 years ago.
That's really great.
So he wrote, our next series is a series that he began and I finished, and you can't tell the difference because I write exactly the way he wrote.
That's wonderful. You're trying to get the kids to also care about the environment. How do you get your kids to do that?
Well, for one of the things I've seen at least, first of all, the third book in this series, which will be out in October, is the ABCs of Living Green, and there's a lot of information in there about not just caring for like the obvious, like recycling and upcycling, and but it's like it's more deeper than that. It's about engaging and participating and focusing and caring about how you leave some place after you've been there and taking care of each other. So, but I've seen in a lot of schools that they all have gardens now. So, and I have BuzzBee, the character in How to Eat Your ABCs, and he, kids love him. We have this giant cutout. They get their picture taken with him, and we plant gardens, and then the kids watch them grow, and they nurture, and they get such a kick out of it. Oh, it's just been incredible.
Yeah, Theresa McKeown, it's really nice to meet you, and good luck with all these books. And it sounds like a really wonderful idea. And I like the spirit part that you brought into it too for the kids.
It's lovely.
So you could learn more about Theresa and her products. You can check out the ABCsofEverything.com.
Yes.
Thanks again.
And all the books are also available on Amazon.
Wonderful. Amazon's the best.
Yeah.
Best.
Theresa, thank you so much.